Yeah, so, I don't know. Oh, right. We're like talking about the writing process or something. I don't know. Okay, I'm just kidding. See, that is a demonstration of knowing your purpose and knowing your audience and how it affects your message, what you're trying to say, how you say it, and what you say. So I want to come across to my audience, my students, you guys, as a knowledgeable, organized professor, professional, and ready to speak to you, not dizzy and informal and inappropriate in any way. So when I'm doing these videos for you, I have to be aware of who is watching them. Same thing applies to when you're writing something. You want to be aware in some sense, generally speaking, who it is that's going to be reading your message and how you're going to be coming across to them. So this determines the kinds of things you say and also something called tone, how you say it. Do you use formal or informal language? Is it okay to be humorous? Is it okay to be casual? It really depends on the situation, and the situation is the audience. The other part of that is, what is your purpose? So if I'm trying to explain something to you, my purpose is to inform you, then I have to be clear. I should probably slow down a little bit, make sure that I'm explaining things in a way that makes sense. If my purpose is to try to entertain you, then I'll probably start juggling or telling terrible jokes or dancing. If my purpose is to persuade you, then I'm going to have to come up with some kind of an argument with a lot of great reasons and get you to think the way I think. So these two things together, audience and purpose, should always be in your mind when you are writing. And maybe not always when you're drafting, but definitely when you're revising. This week we're going to start jumping into the writing process, and it's not, I don't want you to think of it so much as a real difference from the things we were talking about when we were talking about how to be active readers, because we're reading as writers. But now it's time to talk about writing as writers and what that process is. We're going to break it down into steps. So there are some things that you're going to read this week in both of your textbooks, and you're going to be doing some exercises in those books. And there's also a quiz for you to take. And finally, there's a journal entry that I want you to write that is really just your personal reflection of how you conceive of the writing process for yourself. So you'll find all of this information in this week's folders, and I look forward to seeing what you can do with it. And of course, I know that you're anxious to get your grades for the diagnostic essay that you wrote, and I will be getting through those as thoroughly as I can, which may not be as fast as you like. But I am aware that, of course, you're anxious. It's your first assignment, and I promise that it won't take too long. I usually try to give myself about a week to return papers, so by next Friday, everything should be graded. Okay, that's it. Hope you have fun. Talk to you later. Bye.